Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to solve something using the Gauss-Jordan elimination method. We've been using the Gauss method all the time. Now we're doing the Gauss-Jordan. The first thing to do is to place this into a matrix. Okay. Now for the Gauss-Jordan method, we're still going to do the same route, try to get that number to be a 0, right? So we will do -2 times row 1 plus row 2. So -2 times 5 is -10, plus a -5 is -15. And to do the Gauss-Jordan method, what we really need to do is to have the setup look like this, where every number is a 0, but these things on the main diagonal are 1. So if I were to add another row here, we would have it like this, right? That's the goal. That's what we want to have happen here. And so far in the first column, we're in good shape. Now I got to get this -5 to be a 1. So I think what I might do is multiply -1/5 times row number 2. In other words, divide row 2 by -5. And we've got that, right? So normally we would stop here, but now we need to go a little bit further. And now we need to get this number to be a 0. And so our bottom row is this. And then let's see, I think I would do negative row 2 plus row 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1. This becomes -1 plus 1 is 0. Times this by -1 is -3. -3 plus 5 is 2. So what's nice about this setup is that if I write this out as a set of equations, we get 1x plus 0y is equal to 2. 0x plus 1y is equal to 3. Now 0 times x is just 0. So our answer is 2, 3. It's kind of nice that we do not have to do any back substitution. Now, this method, as Gauss-Jordan, will help us with lots of other things also. But right now, we're just kind of practicing the skill. Let's do one more. Let's do this one. So again, my setup is to, first of all, write it out into matrix notation. Now, the goal is to get these numbers to be a 0. So I think what I would do is keep the top row. And I would do row 1 plus row 2. And then I would do -2 times row 1 plus row 3. So -2 times that is 4, and 4 and a -5 are -1. Times in this by -2 is -6, plus 5 is -1. Timesing this by -2 is -18, plus 17 is -1. Okay. Now, the Gauss-Jordan method says, okay, now that we've got the first column done, the second column, we need to get these two numbers to be a 0 next. Well, notice that that middle row I'm leaving alone. So I think what I might do is I might do row 2 plus row 3. Right. And then to get rid of this one, I think I might do 2 times row 2 plus row 1. So 2 times -4 is -8. -8 plus a 3 is a -5. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 plus 9 is 23. Right. Okay. So far, so good. Now we need to go ahead and first column is done. Second column is done. Third column, we need to get this number to be a 1. So I think we might divide that last row by the number 3. So if I divide the last row by 3, we get this. Now all it's doing is to get those two numbers to be a 0, and we are done. So -4 times row 3 plus row 2. And then we would do 5 times row 3 plus row 1. So 5 times 7 is 35, 35, and 23 is 58. So there's our answer. X is 58, Y is -1, Z is equal to 2. Thank you for participating.